Hi, I wanted to do a quick snippet on a review for Airbnb. I want to say up front, I had good experiences. I've stayed at 2, and technically this third place is going to be an Airbnb someday, I think. But right now it's just rental, somebody from the hospital. But here goes about my experiences. First place, it said it was a rustic cabin. I should have asked questions more, because it did say livable loo, but if you needed to use the indoor plumbing, you could come into house. I think it gave the hours, but I really didn't pay attention until I got up here. I stayed in the cabin. The cabin was beautiful, but there was no indoor plumbing. As far as the livable loo goes, exactly what it is. It is a toilet that is a 5-gallon bucket that they put a toilet seat on top with a square box around it so it hides it. You go to the bathroom in that, and you put sawdust over it to cover your stuff. They did have, when I got there and I read the little note that they put out there for you, they did have, I could have access to their bathroom and their shower. That was it. I had no indoor plumbing, which means I could do no cooking. I could do no, like, brushing my teeth. I had to go outside. I had to take a cup. I had to brush my teeth, use a cup, spit outside. It was as if I was camping, but in a cabin. I think if I would have paid more attention, I wouldn't have stayed at a place like that. People were wonderful. Everything was great. Pricey, because it was $360, all inclusive for that 1 week, 6 days to stay in that place. And I don't know if maybe New England is just more expensive, but I'm sorry for not having indoor plumbing at all. Pay that price. I would have much rather stayed in a hotel and paid maybe a couple dollars more than that to have indoor plumbing and being able to cook if I needed to cook. All right, second Airbnb. My husband came up. We got access to the whole entire house. The husband and wife team that runs it, they're amazing. They had a hot tub, a pool, everything. Again, pricey though. It was about $950 when everything was said and done for the 11 days that we were there. They were there 4 days, and then they took off for California. And so we had the whole access of the house. We had indoor plumbing. We had access to the kitchen, so we could do some cooking and stuff like that. We were able to put our stuff in the refrigerator and everything. So that was really cool. Except for the fridge was really full of their own food. So when we went shopping, there was no really much room for us to put our stuff in there. So I think time sharing would have been a better thing to do. Like if we had a timeshare, we could have done something like that, and then we would have had the whole house to ourselves, truly to ourselves. But the people were wonderful. I enjoyed staying there and getting to know them and stuff, and they shared with us stuff about the area that we wouldn't have known before, just going and stuff. So that was cool. And then this third place that I'm at, it's not quite on Airbnb yet, but it will be soon. But I have for $1,000 a month, because I am staying, I guess, longer period of time. By the way, I tried to stay longer at the second Airbnb, but they already had people coming and visiting for the week. They already had people pre-booked. That's another thing about Airbnb is if you don't book ahead, boom. All right. So here I'm at this place for the duration. The last 9 weeks I'm here, and I'm paying $1,000 a month. So I'll end up paying like $250 for the last week that I'm here, which is still cheaper than that first place I stayed at, and I have indoor plumbing. I have access to the kitchen if I want to. Upstairs, they've made it into a nice little apartment for somebody like a traveler or something. I have a pantry area for my food. I have a sitting area, which is huge. I have a coffee pot. I have a microwave, a refrigerator. I have a bathroom. I have a big, huge bed in a bedroom. A closet to hang my clothes in, which is something I haven't had yet. And I had a place and I have, a dresser drawers and everything. So this is truly like staying at a hotel or getting a small apartment for myself and everything. So I appreciate this better. Now, that being said, price-wise, and an Airbnb, just so everybody else is aware, I'm sure most people know this, but when you stay at somebody's house, you are expected to clean up after yourself. No, you're not expected to do the laundry, like wash your bedding. I did do that. I washed the bedding and I remade the beds and stuff. But you are expected to take the trash out. You're expected to do basic cleaning and leave it as clean as when you found it, kind of thing, and take everything out with you, which, you know, it's understandable. But when you stay in a hotel or something like, you know, even when you go to stay at a cabin, they have somebody that comes in and cleans these places. So you may be paying a slightly higher price, which honestly, we stayed at some cabins in, oh my goodness, I can't even think about it, in Tennessee, in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and it was way, way nicer, and we only, you know, we did not pay that much. I mean, we did share. It was 4 separate bedrooms, 4 separate couples staying in this place together, but we only paid, like, for the weekend, I think we paid like $200. So, you know what I'm saying? Like a whole big, huge cabin with all of those rooms and stuff like that in the most beautiful place on earth. So, I'm just saying, Airbnb costs a lot. It is cheaper, but if you shop around and you plan correctly, you can get a hotel or even a hotel with a suite for as cheap as you can get an Airbnb, and you get it to yourself. You don't have to share with somebody else's family. All right, peace out. That's my review. Talk to you later.